Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I've got a bit of a different video today for you guys. I just really am here to give you a bit of an update on, what's going on really in my life. So I've just brought along some very kind of neutrally shaded pages and papers and things. I've got a variety of some printed pieces and also some piano page and sheet music and some book pages and things, vintage and then the copies. And then what I thought I'd do is, just while we're chatting, just do a collage on a 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbook paper. I haven't ever done such a big collage piece before, and I've seen one or two other people do it on their channels, and I thought, oh, that looks really super fun. So I thought it would be something nice to do whilst we're, chatting and catching up, really. So yeah, I'm not really going to be talking through obviously what I'm doing. I'm just going to be, just generally catching up really, and kind of giving you a bit of an update really as to what's going on, what's going on in my life really. So let's just kind of get started. So I'm just going to, really try my best not to overthink this. And obviously, if you watch my channel, then, or if you watch my channel a lot, perhaps I should say, you will know that it's going to be an issue for me. Me and overthinking, we don't really kind of, or perhaps I should say, me and not overthinking don't really go together. Yeah, I tend to kind of overthink, but yeah. So yeah, I wanted to come on really and just kind of, keep you guys up to date as to, what's going on really in my life. Because, it's with kind of much sadness really that my husband actually moved out at the beginning of the year. We have been married for 21 years, so, it's quite a long time. And, to be honest, things just hadn't really been working. And, sometimes you kind of stay together and keep trying and things don't really improve. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. And I just really wanted to kind of share it with you guys because I obviously spend a great deal of time on here, and, I feel like, you really have all become my friends, over the time that my channel's been running. And obviously I don't want to feel inauthentic really. Sorry, let me just raise my camera slightly because I'm struggling to fit in the whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I don't want to feel, that I'm not being authentic. And, obviously, I put a video up every single day. And so, I'm frequently talking about, what we've done at the weekend, or, what we're watching on TV, or, what we've had for dinner. All of those exciting topics that I share with you all. And, I just don't want to kind of feel just disingenuous, really. I don't want to kind of have to watch what I say, or, worry that, I'm not mentioning my husband, and, you might all think that's strange. I want to be just upfront with you all really, and, just share really. And, so that's basically it. I mean, as I say, we have been married for 21 years. So, it's a long time, and, no doubt it's going to be, probably, a period of adjustment. I mean, as I say, it was the beginning of the year, so I have waited several weeks before I've posted this video, so that I can feel a little bit more composed and, okay with chatting about it. And of course, I mean, at first there was always, I wasn't sure where we were heading, if that makes sense. And it seems clearer now, and I think it's it's probably run its course now. And obviously both of our main concern is obviously for the children, and hopefully making sure that they you know, have as nice a life as they had previously. And, you know, we were a very kind of close family unit, you know, albeit if it was, you know, mainly about the children really, rather than obviously, you know, my husband and my relationship. You know, so yeah, I mean, obviously our main priority is to try and ensure that, you know, that the children kind of feel happy and loved and, you know, safe and all the rest of it. I mean, obviously the children are, you know, living with me. My husband's moved out, so, you know, it's just me and the children now, in our house. You know, so I mean, obviously, aside from the, you know, the emotional stuff that obviously is going on for, you know, for me and the children, you know, there's also the practical element that, of course, now, you know, I you know, the sole carer of the children. I mean, he obviously, you know, he still, you know, is at the end of the phone. He still sees them, you know, a couple of times a week and all of that. And, you know, that's really great. But, you know, there is the practical side. So I just want to kind of, again, actually, you know, keeping you all completely up to date in that, you know, I mean, to be honest, and please don't think that I'm complaining about this, because I'm really, you know, I'm really not. You guys are my saviour, really. You know, and it's kind of obviously keeping focused on my channel and my shop and things that has, you know, made this so much easier for me. But of course, you know, there is the aspect of now, you know, I was kind of busy before, and yeah, I mean, obviously I'm busier now. Because, I mean, obviously my eldest son, he is 18. So, I mean, technically he doesn't really, you know, require much on a daily basis in, you know, in the way of looking after him. But I mean, of course, he's still, you know, he's still my son, and he still has moments, you know, of kind of when he might have a wobble or anything else, you know, and of course I have to be there for him. My other son is 14, so, you know, again, I mean, he's, you know, he's busy a lot of the time with his friends and, you know, on his phone, as all kids are. But equally, you know, he obviously is, you know, as well has his, you know, has his things that he needs from me. And then, of course, there is my daughter, who's only 7. So, you know, I mean, of course, she's, you know, she's still pretty young. You know, so I mean, obviously trying to kind of balance our home life, my channel, my shop, my, you know, yeah, my working life with kind of the children. I mean, of course, you know, it's just, well, I guess just busier. I mean, obviously, you know, whereas before my husband could do, I don't know, the food shopping, or, you know, he could cook occasionally and things like that. I mean, of course, he's not here now, so it's all falling onto me. And, you know, my boys are fantastically helpful. So, you know, there has been, you know, a couple of times where, for instance, you know, my eldest son has done the food shopping. You know, I've given him a list and he's picked up the food shopping. Or, I don't know, he's cooked the dinner or something, you know. So, I mean, they're very, very, very helpful. And, you know, I don't know where I would be without them, to be honest, because they're amazing boys. But equally, you know, I mean, obviously, previously I had a kind of shared resource with regards to, you know, running the family, running the house, which, of course, now that's gone. And, yeah, so, I mean, I just want to kind of just explain really that, you know, if I'm even more rubbish at getting back to you on emails or, you know, comments or any of those things, you know, it's not through disinterest or anything like that. You know, I can assure you that's, you know, that's the last thing it is. It really is just a kind of, yeah, just a balancing act really. So, yeah, I just want to keep you all kind of informed and not have anyone thinking that I'm, you know, neglecting my emails or, you know, any of that stuff really. So yeah, I mean, obviously I hope you all, you know, understand and, you know, that it's, I mean, obviously I'm not the first person to have been through this, and, I'm sure I won't be the last. But yeah. And, you know, I mean, whilst I'm also on here, I mean, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you, because, you know, I can't tell you how much you all mean to me and my channel and, you know, my shop and things. And honestly, I mean, without you guys and without my focus on my channel, on my shop, on junk journals, on crafting, you know, I suspect that I would be in a much worse place than I'm in currently. So, yeah, I really, really want to say thank you so much to you all, because, you know, I mean, I've said it so many times, but you really honestly have changed my life. And, yeah, I really am so grateful for that. You know, I mean, particularly at the moment, I just think I would be probably struggling quite a bit to, well, to keep my head above water in terms of, you know, my mental well-being and things, if it wasn't for you guys who are just so incredibly supportive and, you know, have really just become so very important to me, you know, on a daily basis. I mean, I'm sure I've said this before, but I mean, of course, you know, running a channel, anyone else who's got a channel, you know yourself that, I mean, it's a, you know, it's a 365 day a year, you know, job. And, you know, I mean, I can't remember the last time that I had a day where I didn't go onto my channel, reply to a comment, or, you know, I don't know, upload a video or, you know, something. It's a constant presence in my life. And, you know, without that, I think, you know, I definitely would have been struggling a lot more than I have been. So, yeah, really, really, really do want to thank you all so much. But yeah, I mean, as I say, I just wanted to come on and kind of share with you, because I just didn't want to be feeling dishonest, really. And, you know, I know that sort of, you know, lots of you are so kind, and you know, you wish us all love and, you know, things like that sort of in your comments. And, yeah, I just don't want to feel like I'm being, you know, a dishonest person or anything by not kind of telling you all, you know, something that's actually quite a major thing that's happening in my life, really. So yeah, I mean, of course, you know, it's very sad when any relationship ends. And I mean, you know, we've been married, like I say, for 21 years. And, you know, we've been together for, I think it's like 23 years. So, I mean, it, you know, it really is a long time. You know, it's, yeah, I mean, it's very sad, and, you know, but it is what it is. And I mean, it really had just come to the point where we just weren't really bringing out the best in each other anymore. And, you know, that's all I can kind of put it down to, really, and describe it as is, you know, sometimes when you've been together for a long time, you know, for one reason and another, you're not really kind of making the effort with each other, you know, with one another. And so, yeah, kind of, I guess, resentment sets in and things like that. And, you know, you just end up where you're not really bringing out the best in each other. You know, as you all know, I mean, I do suffer with anxiety quite a bit. And, you know, so for me, the situation was kind of causing further anxieties, really. You know, so it was not necessarily a great sort of way to be going forward, really. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I just think, really, if it comes to that stage where you're just no longer really bringing out the best in one another, then it's probably, you know, probably time to call it quits. And, yeah, I mean, you know, like I say, we'd definitely given it, you know, a good try. And, yeah, I mean, it's just sad, obviously, and, you know, very sad for, you know, the loss of our family life as we knew it. Because, like I say, I mean, we were a very close family in regards to, you know, us as a unit with the children. Even if as a couple we had grown apart. You know, so for me, it's kind of a lot of mourning the loss of our family life as we knew it. and things like that. So yeah, I mean, obviously it's just a, you know, sad situation really, but yeah, so I just wanted to come on anyway and share that with you. You know, and also obviously to just say thank you all, you know, say thank you to you all for being such amazing, incredible supporters in my life. And yeah, like I say, just mainly so that I don't feel that I'm being dishonest or anything when I'm saying what we've done at the weekend or anything, because I mean, obviously, you know, one day a week my husband's been having the, you know, the children, I mean actually mainly my daughter, because my sons are often, you know, busy doing their own thing, but having my daughter for the day at the weekend. And you know, so I have a day without her. And yeah, I then struggle to be feeling authentic and honest if I'm talking about what we've done at the weekend, and one of those days she's not been with me and she's been with her dad. Obviously, you know, I find that very difficult to then not say that. You know, sort of, yeah, I mean, I'm a sort of very transparent person, so, you know, for me, I just find that very difficult to not then say, you know, Sunday I did this or I did that because my daughter was with her dad. You know, that would be a struggle to then not say that. And, you know, I don't want to be feeling, you know, like I say, you know, like I'm not being authentic and things like that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with all of that. So, okay, so back to the project in hand. I'm keeping this super neutral. I've never really done anything so neutral as this, to be honest. I suspect that I'm going to end up covering it in some non-neutral things in a minute. But yeah, so far it's looking like the most neutral thing I've ever made. It's quite nice actually using all these, you know, just gorgeous neutral colours. I mean, it's always a struggle for me to not use colour, you know, because I am a bit of a colour fan. But actually, yeah, I'm quite liking how it's looking. I mean, I know that lots of people use neutrals all the time and, you know, they look incredible, but it's just something I struggle with slightly. So, yeah, this is a challenge for me, but I thought it would just be the right project for this. So I'm just going to turn this around so that I've just got room. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way so as I've just got room for these two spaces here, and we will just fill them in just with a little bit of paper. I mean, this here is some genuinely vintage newspaper, and it's just gorgeous, isn't it? So just had to watch that I was gluing it on the right way up. I mean, to be honest, I have seen people as well, like, put things, you know, all ways up in collage. I don't think it really matters, but I will just try and put it the right way up. But I think that's probably more about me, really, than it needing to be. Because, you know, I mean, effectively, most of this would probably be covered up when we come to use it anyway. Okay, so that's that piece. And then I'm just going to fill in this space here. I mean, I have got this. This is quite white, so it might just look really horribly out of place, but let's just have a look. Okay. Oh, I might have torn that too narrow now. Oops. I don't really like these straight edges, so I'm just going to tear this down, but I might now have torn too much, and it might now not be wide enough for that space, because that space is actually, you know, wider than you think. Yeah. Well, that's fine. I can always just, you know, put something in to fill the space. So I might put it over this side a bit, like that. It's a lovely sunny day today, and actually not too chilly either. So again, I know I always say this, I'm filming ahead, so if I've, you know, filmed ahead, and it's actually like glorious weather by now. Yeah, I'm obviously filming ahead, so this is, you know, we're still only just getting into spring. So we do not have full-blown spring weather at the moment. Okay, right, let's just now fill in that last little bit. Actually, I've got this little bit of poetry book page I might use. Just put that then on its side, like that, I think. Okay, yep, just quickly do that one. And then I think we're done with this page. So, yeah, it didn't really take too long, did it? It was, yeah, about 20 minutes, I think. So, not too long at all. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to just trim around the edges. And I always just think once you trim the edges, it just transforms it completely, because it then just takes on a completely different look. So, you know, obviously the edges are all overhanging at the moment. So if I just get my scissors and trim it all down, it just then has a cohesive kind of, you know, complete look, rather than just a bunch of scraps just glued down, you know, higgledy-piggledy. So, let's just cut that down there. Okay. And then just a bit here. Okie dokie. And then a bit here along this side here. Yeah, and I mean, also back to what, you know, what we were talking about is, you know, I will do my best to obviously keep things running as much as I possibly can. But I mean, of course, you know, there are days when I'm, you know, maybe not feeling as bright as I, you know, as I maybe sometimes am, you know, and things like that. So, I mean, I'll just kind of apologise now in advance for, you know, if there are days that, you know, I'm not quite so with it or anything like that, then, you know, it may just be that, you know, there's stuff going on, you know, and the same as, I mean, I will try my best to obviously still be, you know, putting as much content up as I, you know, as I do normally, and all the rest of it. But, you know, obviously I don't know how this is going to go, and it may be that, you know, there will be worse points to come yet, if that makes sense. So yeah, I will obviously keep you all, you know, completely kind of up to date as much as I can, you know, but yeah, just to kind of, I guess, you know, make you aware really. So this is my finished 12 by 12 sheet. I absolutely love it. It just looks gorgeous, and wow, just the most neutral thing that I've done, I think. So I'm going to break there, and then I will come back, and, you know, I don't know whether I'm going to join it to this video. It probably is better if I just keep this video as a separate video, just because obviously, you know, those people who aren't familiar with my channel don't necessarily want to hear my waffling about my life. And then I will come back and we will play with this collage sheet in another video. So thank you so much, guys. And, you know, again, I just really want to emphasize, I you know, you really do, you know, or you really have kind of changed my life. And, you know, I can't, yeah, I just can't convey enough really how important that you all are, you know, in my life. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone for just being there and being such incredible, you know, lovely friends really to me. So yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.